Back like this, Chris, is definitely the team to beat in the American League. The Mets, the National, but they still got to get by the Cardinals. And Storm DeVincent and Peter Hakim, one of these players is going to get a trip to the Firestone Tournament of Champions after this game. Neither player has ever been in the winner's circle. Peter, the local favorite, knows the championship pair, averaged 249.5 so far. Let's see if he looks back as he has a chance to win the title and starts becoming protective.
Forest Hills, New York against Tamarack, Florida. He was happy with that because of the hit leaving the 2-4-7.
Game number 1 for Peter Hakim, 8 strikes in a row. Game number 2 for Peter Hakim, 5 strikes in a row. The championship game, a little different. Starts with a bit tentative, leaves the 2, 4, and 7 pins standing. A tough spare. Semi-fingertip grip.
We've had a year of first-time winners. Here you have a 29-year-old and a 30-year-old looking for their first titles. For Hakim, that you just saw perform, it was his first career championship round, and this is only the third for Storm. Control of speed. Beautiful, beautiful stroke.
That
touch.
Big body, that good touch, Chris, as you said, good speed control. An excellent clutch player for strikes, has had trouble when he needs spares to win. As you see his profile, he shovels that ball off that wrist, throws the biggest hook of all the players in the championship round today. And if he can keep it in the pocket, look out.
And the tournament leader, Storm DeVincent of Tamarack, Florida, leaves the 10-pin on the left lane.
Storm's ball rolled out. You see all that hook, and then all of a sudden it quit as it entered the 1-3 pockets. The ball must keep driving, keep spinning at that point. Storm's going to have some trouble carrying the 10-pin. If that continues to happen, he has to either spin it more or throw it harder.
First game for this man, Storm DeVincent, but it's the third. 2 victories now for the Long Island Championship.
It's just down the road, Forest Hills, Chris, right by the Belmont racetrack, which is one of the events we like to see.
And the first Saturday in May starts ABC's coverage of thoroughbred racing with the Kentucky Derby, followed by the Preakness. And we're glad to say that the third jewel has been added. That's right, the Triple Crown, live and in color on ABC this year. All right, and that's live and in color. And the third one being the Belmont Stakes, of course.
The 4-7 for Hakim to trail by 2 pins. Chris, would you agree that he's gotten a bit tentative here as he sees the championship in front of him?
I really think he has now. Big as strong as he is, I doubt if he's tiring, but I don't know. You can walk about. Next Saturday, the Greater Hartford Open, Windsor Locks, Connecticut. We'll be there.
See if he picks up the speed.
His father, Mac, appreciates that. That's his mother alongside. Now, Storm DeVincent, whose only representative here today is his wife, Lou Ann. Oh, gliding, rolling so gently into that 1-3 pocket, and there is Lou Ann.
Lou Ann, who flew in from Florida today, a beautiful girl, obviously, and such a, you ought to see the personality, just kind of a wry smile on her face. I think she's more nervous than Storm. And the key shot for Storm is going to be, can he hit the left-hand lane? It hooks quite a bit more. He has to send the ball wide, keep it from rolling out. He could take a 12-pin lead with a strike here in the fourth.
Does just that. Luann's husband, Storm. The championship match will continue here at the Garden City Bowl live and in color on ABC. But first, we're pausing for this message. Saturday from Windsor Locks, Connecticut. Today, here in Garden City, Long Island, New York. From Forest Hills, New York. His third game, Peter Hakim. Trailing by 12. Has a strike up. He can cut it to 2. Right lane.
Peter Hakim, for the first time today, has been off in his game. He was high in the first frame, leaving the 2, 4, and 7 pins. High in the second, the 4, 7. A good solid strike in the third. And then once again throws the ball a little too hard this time and leaves the 3, 5 spare. Has to guard against chopping the 3 off the 5. And remember, last week, left-hander Rod Pasteur, this was his downfall, missing this combination.
Local favorites in this tournament, Don Gianello was 32nd, Mark Roth 49th. This man looking for his first title finished 3rd and now has a chance to be number 1. Storm DeVincent, the tournament leader, is his opponent. DeVincent, when he shoots next, will have a double working. Spare up 5th frame for Hakim. Ellen.
Well, you pick a lane that fits your style, and Storm DeVincent likes the right-hand lane. He likes the lane slick and yet be able to play the big hook. He's been perfect on this lane in the first and third frames. He can take a 22-pin lead with a strike here in the 5th.
Tough break for Storm, leading the 10.
Once again, Storm gets that what we call the rollout shot. Watch this ball. It looks like it's going to break, and then all of a sudden it straightens out. You see it kind of deflect as it enters the 1-3 pocket, all that hook, and yet still doesn't drive over into the 8-pin area. That's the result of not having enough speed or spin on the ball.
Lots of speed coming to 10-pin. DeVincent. There are many incentives to win, and Storm told me one of his big ones was he'd like to get known so he could get a pro shop operation somewhere.
Well, he's down in that Florida area where Palmer Falgren, a good friend of mine, had such a successful pro shop. Tamarack area. We had a tournament in the Tamarack area, Don Carter Lanes, years back. We're now down in the Kendall area. Now here's Storm DeVincent, 6th frame, leads by 11.
Contrast in styles, and we've had that from game 1 right through to the championship game you're watching now.
Storm DeVincent plays inside, lets it go outside, then drives back, rips the 5 over into the 4-7 area, and continues to keep the pressure on Peter Hakim.